What's going on, guys? And welcome in to the Bench is Clear podcast, where we cover the best rivalry in all of sports. I am Jessica Davis, and I represent the side of the San Francisco Giants, who won an outstanding 5-1 last week.
And I'm Tyler Coe, and I represent the Los Angeles Dodgers, who won up the Giants' outstanding performance and went a perfect 4-0.
What's your problem?
I mean, perfect's just a little bit better than outstanding. I just wanted to highlight that for everyone.
I understand that, but you can't just let me have this one W. Like this is incredible. I mean, they lost game 1 against the Reds and pow, getting right back in it.
No,
whatever, dude.
Sorry.
Whatever, dude. I can't stand you. I can't stand you. There is a little bit of news in the baseball world. It's coming out that the Atlantic League, MLB is trying a couple new rules on them. See, they're pushing the mound back a foot, and they're doing what they're calling a double hook, right? Double hook is what they're calling it.
A double hook DH.
A double hook DH. I thought double hook, that's what they were calling the DH, like double hook DH. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes no sense at all. Only an idiot would think that, but totally, 100%.
No, yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you. But yes, double hook, which meaning if you take out your DH, that means your starting pitcher comes out too. So what do you think about that?
I don't think that's what it is at all.
What is it?
I think it's I believe it is when you take out your starting pitcher, you lose your DH.
What did I say?
You said when you take out your DH.
So it's right. It's just backwards. It's literally the right thing. I just mixed up the two things. Okay. Why would you ever take out your DH? Okay,
so
you know what wrong. I meant. I don't understand why. You know what I meant though, and that's what we're fighting about here.
Anyways, my thoughts on it are, I guess, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I like the idea in theory. I'm just worried that managers might leave in the starter too long. And I know that's kind of the idea, but I'm just worried about guys, leaving them in too long, getting hurt, things like that.
I feel like in today's game that's impossible. I mean, even when we had the DH, starters were getting taken out in the 5th inning. So I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I kind of forgot that obviously they're testing it this year. So by the time MLB implements it, it'll be years down the line, because I'm still in, 2021 mode where it's like they didn't have a full season. Everyone's still ramping up. What are we doing? So
you're thinking like, oh, we're a 6th way through the season right now, 10 games in.
Yeah, right. So I like it, and especially when the DH comes to the National League, I think it would be a cool rule because there's still going to be some form of strategy, whereas right now as the DH stands, there's no form of strategy whatsoever. The American League baseball is fake baseball and it sucks. So
it's going to be all of baseball now. So
yeah,
because I mean, there's no way the DH is not coming next year, and I kind of wrestle with it. The only negative I have about it is if you're going to lose your standard DHs, right? JD Martinez's of the world, that's not going to happen. And it's going to be harder for them because they know they're only going to be hitting half the game. You're taking a JD Martinez out of the game because that's all he does is hit DH. You're taking Nelson Cruz halfway during the game, especially if, let's say a starter gets hurt or a starter, just has a Blake Snell moment where he throws 40 pitches and gets taken out the 1st inning. I don't know. That's where I'm kind of against it, because it's like, no, you want your DH to be your DH.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll come up with some rule where there'll probably be an innings limit on it or something. But you also have to think, if the DH is coming to the National League, that's going to open up twice as many teams for these guys to go to. So I don't think they'll have trouble finding a job, even if their role will be a bit more limited, because now they have twice the amount of teams who need a DH.
Right. And I don't think it was eliminating jobs. I think it's just more of, it's going to be shitty to take out a JD Martinez, because that's the only position that he has. So you're taking out half his fucking game, his
Nah,
at
dude.
bats.
Then you just pull a double switch and put him in left field and hope for the best.
Maybe. I
But
guess
who knows?
so. I don't know.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. As far as all the rule changes that we discussed in earlier episodes, I like these two the most, besides the bigger bags that are going to be like slip resistant. I know that was one of them.
That was a really good one. Yeah, I feel like that's the only
those
good
I
one.
like. Yeah. Moving the mound back is going to be interesting. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I don't really have an opinion on it until I see what the results are.
Yeah, I mean, obviously hitters are going to benefit from it. I think a lot of these rules always seem to benefit pitchers. Maybe not what's the time between pitches. I think that's the only thing that's negative against pitchers, but it seems like everything tends to lean against the hitter unless the shift thing happens. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's one of those things that I would be okay with it if it turns out, that's going to be. I just feel like it's going to. I hate messing with the game in this way. I feel like just make guys adjust. And I feel like there's stars in this league. There's still a lot of offense in this league. There's a lot of home runs. Like, I feel like pushing the mound back. I mean, it's obviously going to create more offense, but it's like we have a lot of offense already. I mean, yeah, we would like more, but we also don't want to like handicap anyone.
Yeah, I saw something where it said someone was saying that this is going to benefit pitchers in their pitch count because they're expecting more balls to be in play. So instead of working a count and trying to, strike guys out, there's going to be more balls in play. And I was like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. Yeah. I think 1 foot is obviously going to produce more contact, but it's going to be somewhere in the realm of like 3% over the entire season or something. I mean, it's not going to be too crazy. And it's funny, the way I found out about this, friend of the pod, Jess Kleinschmidt, posted a tweet that I thought was pretty funny. She was like, MLB finally did it. We asked for them to market the players to grow the game, and they pushed the mound back 1 foot. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, because I didn't know that they were going to try that, and I was like, oh shit.
God, there's so much that needs to be done around the game. I mean, obviously, the big thing is blackout restrictions, but one thing that people aren't talking about is that's something they can do overnight. Even if Manfred wanted to do that, which I doubt he does, it's not something he can do overnight because that's contracts. It's contracts between the teams and these networks. It's not something that can be broken right away.
Yeah, something really quick about blackout restrictions that I thought was funny. Today I was watching the second game of the doubleheader with the Twins and the Red Sox. Mm-hmm. And, I'm watching on MLB at bat, so I'm getting some Minnesota area commercials. And the Twins have a promotion where you get it's like a sweet promotion. So you get like some merch, tickets, and then a free MLB at bat subscription. But they're, advertising this to Twins fans in the Minnesota area. If you have a free at bat subscription, you can't watch your own fucking team. So what's the point? Like in my head, I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then I thought about it for 1 second and I was like, that's not cool. That's not a big deal at all. That's a waste of $130 or whatever it costs. Like, who the fuck cares?
Well, here's a big fat steak, but I'm gonna break all your teeth.
Yeah, so good on you, Twins. That's a hell of a promotion you got there.
So yeah, I mean, there's so many things that need to be done in the game. These rules, I feel like, don't help grow the game. I think like we talked about the bag, the larger bags that might help stealing maybe a little bit. There has been more stealing this year. I feel like I know the Giants have been stealing more than they usually do, but and that's more for like safety reasons, which is great. Let's be safe, but maybe try to grow fucking baseball like you said you were gonna do, Rob Manfred.
No, dude. Next year it's gonna be 60-foot bags, 200-foot fences. It's going to be glorified slow pitch softball.
I know, great. Like they want to shorten the games, but bring a lot more offense. But offense makes games go longer. So
Yeah, the Dodgers had like a 26-minute inning, half inning the other night.
Yeah, that's
because they were just putting ducks on the pond. So
insanity. And now to talk about some real fucking baseball. How about the San Francisco Giants? You know, the ones that were supposed to be shitty last place team. They are actually tied right now, which basically we're pretty much close to the end of the year, so we can book it. Tied with the San Diego Padres at the moment as we're recording during the Padres and Pirates game, and they're about to lose because obviously a 1-2 game means it's over already. We don't have to worry about it. So
book it.
Basically, the Giants are going to be in second place. Fuck the Padres for a second. Let's just talk about how the Padres are supposed to mow over everybody. They were just supposed to be the shit. And then Blake Snell getting taken out after an inning when he's supposed to be the ace. Fucking insanity.
Yeah. Also, excuse me. It has to be some sort of record, and maybe it's not, but the Padres walked.
No research. We're just going to say it is.
The Padres walked 13 times, and they still fucking lost. They were like 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position. So the Slam Diego Padres, they aren't looking so hot. I mean, they're still playing decent baseball, I guess. But
yeah, they're still playing good baseball.
They're not the powerhouse everyone said they were going to be, in my opinion.
Yeah. And you know, we're going to hear how, oh, the Giants, all they did, they just swept Colorado. It's like, but we also beat the Padres, and we also beat the Reds, who were supposed to be a good team. And it looks like the Padres have played the Diamondbacks, and they're losing to the fucking Pirates
to the
right
Pirates.
now. Yeah. So
the worst team in baseball.
On them. Mm-hmm. So don't come at me with that, and don't even think about coming at me with, well, Tatis is out, well, Lamet is out. Well, maybe you should have some fucking depth, bitch. Like, don't come at me with, oh, Tatis, that's why we're losing. What about if you're walking 14 times and your 30 million guy, Manny Machado, someone I love, Manny Machado, can't do it for you?
Or Hosmer, who gets paid an absurd amount of money?
Exactly. Was it runner-up for Rookie of the Year last year, Cronenworth, or was he Rookie of the Year last year?
No, Lamet was Rookie of the Year.
Oh, better. If Cronenworth, that's supposed to be your dude, he can't knock him in. WTF? Will Myers, who's making $20 million a year. Okay, so miss me with the Tatis thing. Just miss me with it, please. Shots now all around me.
Well, now Will Myers is out. Will Myers is hurt. So now
I didn't know all that. Okay,
no, I'm saying I don't want to hear that either. Like, Tatis is out. Will Myers is out. You guys are playing the Pittsburgh Pirates, who I guarantee by year's end will have the worst record in baseball, who have a bunch of nobodies on their pitching staff. Their whole team is made up of nobodies.
They literally gave you their best pitcher.
Yeah. And that's what, and I was just going to say, last week, you know, Musgrove throws a no-hitter and it's like, oh my God, we're the best team of all time, the best staff of all time. And that's that narrative has flipped real quick. So
yes. But
miss me with that Slam Diego love bullshit.
Do give him his respect. No hitter is always.
He pitched a hell of a game.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people are like, oh, it's against the Texas Rangers. Then why aren't the Texas Rangers getting no hit every night? Because it's hard to fucking do. So give Musgrove his love. Fuck the Padres, but give Musgrove. You know, he did his thing. Yeah, he did it. Yep. And now to some real fucking baseball. Okay, the reason that we're here to talk about the two best teams in the National League West, okay? The teams that are going to go to the playoffs. That's right. I said it. What's good? In 2 weeks, I'm going to be fucking crying when we're back to 500. No,
I was going to say, let's comment. You know, the Padres were the off-season champions. You're crowning the Giants.
1 week. Book it. We're done.
2 week, not even the 2 week champions, the 2 week, like second place team.
2 week wild card champions. I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit. Let me be on my high. I've been on a low for 4 years. I got my first taste of success and I am going fucking crazy. I'm on like a Coke binge right now. Okay. So yes, 5-1, absolutely destroyed the Colorado Rockies. It was like I almost felt bad when they came, like when the Rockies were ahead and then the Giants came back because I think it was Gombler, is that what his fucking name is? That pitcher for Colorado they got in the Arnaudo trade.
Yeah.
Gomber, whatever. He pitched a hell of a game, but then the bullpen came in and I was like, oh, like I just knew it. I was like, well, the Giants are going to come back. Like their offense is just too good. They're going to come back with the shitty Rocky bullpen, and I feel bad. Like I feel like it's like cheating, but we did anyways, and we did the sweep. And I mean, I don't want to get too much into certain guys because one of my guys is my stud and dud and all that good stuff. So, man, I mean, starting pitching is just amazing right now. That was supposed to be the Giants, Achilles heel. That was going to be like, oh, if they could just be okay, and it's the best part of their game right now. Their bullpen, besides their blow up in game one, has been very shut down, very good. In the top of baseball in many categories as far as hits. I think top 4 in ERA. So like, and the problem in game one was the walk. So they're not during the top for
Jake
walks.
McGee, the Major League
Jake
Baseball
McGee
saves leader,
is a fucking maniac, dude.
Yeah,
he is a maniac. And then
yeah.
I mean, the most impressive thing I think in the Colorado series for me was DeScalafani, my man Disco, just fucking ice in his veins. It's one-run game and just getting out of jams. Oh, dude, fucking 6 to midnight. I was so excited. I just everyone on this pitching staff is really good. Even Aaron Sanchez, who got the loss in game one on the Red series, went 6 and gave up 3 runs. A solid quality start. I mean, that's what you're expecting out of your 5th guy, So, God, dude, I'm loving this. The main thing I really want to push forward to. Last year, we were always talking about this bad Giants defense. Most errors in baseball, and even in spring training, they were having a lot of errors, and people were really worried, as well as me. But I mean, Solano had a lot of. I mean, last year I was holding my breath every single time a ground ball was hit to Solano, and there's multiple times he's made very above average plays at second base. Even Flores making above average plays at third base. So, I mean, I want to attribute it obviously to Buster Posey because of all of his antics back there behind the plate. That's where a lot of the errors and miscues were behind the dish. So Buster Posey's the shit. I don't know if it was because his veteran leadership just oozes,
Can't do anything about it. It's everywhere. Just there.
It's just there. And then my man just freaking dropping hog and just still hitting like 300. Evan Longoria freaking gonna hit 50 home runs this year. Guys is on pace for that. So, and it's gonna continue. I'm riding this whole thing. I'm on a high, Tyler. I'm not coming down.
I was gonna say, dude, Giants are gonna have the MVP, the Cy Young, Rookie of the Year. What else? Easily. The home run leader.
Yeah, Evan Longoria gonna hit 50. Fuck 50 home runs, 65 home runs. He's gonna beat Bonds' record, 77 home runs.
Yeah,
imagine.
Not only is he gonna beat the record, he's gonna blow it out of the water by like
85 home runs.
100.
Put it on the bank.
Fuck
I'll
it.
bet my life on it. No, but yeah, very very happy to see this team get off to the. They're beating up on the shitty teams like the Rockies and
like you're supposed to, yeah.
Exactly, and you're hanging with the guys who are good teams like the Reds. I mean, they obviously have a lot of holes, but their offense is real. So they kept up with it. They had a slugfest in game 2, and kept them at bay game 1 and 3. So I'm just gonna end off with my studs and duds. Stud and dud of the week, bitch. My little remix there. I gotta go with stud first, because I just can't stop. I can't wait to talk about him, and I gotta do a little prayer for my guy, Johnny Cueto. 14 innings pitched, obviously 2 starts, 14 and a third inning pitch, 1 run, 11 Ks, just doing the damn thing. Almost a complete game against the Rockies. Sucks that he gave up that last little hit where, Kepler had to come and get him, but I understood it at that point. And then obviously today was just on fire. It looked like he was going to continue to go deep in the game. His pitch count was at 68 in the 6th inning. It was like 2 outs in the 6th inning too, so it was about to close it out. But obviously, people are maybe attributing it to the bunt and run that he did because he had a really good bunt and ran it out, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. This looks like vintage Cueto. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be like 2013 Cueto, but like a very good, not as good as that type Cueto, and that's what they're paying for. So
unless he hits the DL after today.
Which he probably will. And honestly, I like, even if it's something that just has to be nursed a little bit. Put him on the IL, let him chill for a minute. Let Alex Wood come up and let him get his rest and come up when he needs to.
Is Alex
don't
Wood
fucking
at
rush him.
the alternate site?
Yeah, he started the year on the IL. We discussed it on this podcast
Okay,
before.
right.
I mean, I'm not sure if you just tuned me out and hurt my feelings, but
I just have so many other things going on in my head.
You should know everything that I say. You should be able to read it back like a fucking script, Tyler.
Sorry.
Back to Sad Town. I mean, I guess we're still there because of Cueto. Prayers up, my boy Cueto. I'm gonna be shimmying in my sleep in my prayers to make sure he's okay. But I got to give it to my man Dick. I'm sorry, man. Was 3 for 15 with 4 Ks. He did have a bomb last week, but yeah, man. It was between him and Belt, and Belt has been getting some walks. So I had to go with Dick. I feel like his at bats are getting better, so maybe he's ready to turn the corner, which is why I'm putting him on right now. Because everyone knows when you talk shit on this podcast about a player, they take off. So Dick needs to wake up, needs to take some Viagra, put that thing hard. Let's go. Dick's gonna be my stud next week. Book it.
Okay. Well, now that we are transferring over to what everyone's here to really hear about, in keeping with the fashion of talking shit about someone on the podcast, right, and then next week making us look like an idiot, right, Dud of the week goes to no stranger of the podcast, Gavin Lux. Dud of the week. I have his stat line pulled up right here. So this past week's been kind of weird because we only played 4 games since we last recorded a podcast. But right, Gavin Lux,
because we're recording right before the Dodger game tonight. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Gavin Lux went 1 for 15 in those 4 games. Not looking too sharp there. OPS of 133, 5 strikeouts, no walks. I mean, it's one of those things where we have Zach McKinstry, who's now having to play a lot of outfield. I mean, he's primarily playing outfield because Cody Bellinger's hurt. But when Cody Bellinger comes back, man, there's going to be
it's going to be hard to bench
decisions
McKinstry
to make.
Yeah.
And you even have Chris Taylor in there too. I mean, Chris Taylor has been playing a lot of left field as well and mixing in with AJ Pollock, but an embarrassment of riches, it is what it is. But yeah, Zach McKinstry has been great. But he is not my stud of the week. Stud of the week goes my boy Max Muncy, who I believe was a dud of the week at some point this season already, in this young season. So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Proof is in the. I was literally going to say that. Finish each other's
clear podcast sandwiches. Yeah, Max Muncy, he went 5 for 11 with 3 walks. The guy has the best eye in baseball. I don't care what anyone says. He has the best eye in baseball. Really?
Miss me with that.
Who has a better eye? Name someone. Name someone.
Honestly, I mean, Joey Votto has a really good eye.
Doubt it.
Joey Votto's literally that's his MO. Literally that's his MO. Brandon Belt has a famously good eye. There's
Joey
times
Votto,
where it's like
Joey Votto looked at that strike from Jake McGee today. That was like a foot off the plate, but so yeah, he has a good eye, I guess. Yeah. But Max Muncy, best eye in baseball, only 1 strikeout, got a home run in there. His OPS in the last 4 games, 1390. The dude's on fire.
1390.
Yeah, no big deal. Also, I don't think people talk about it enough. His glove at first base is great. And I think playing the Rockies so much already this season has made me realize how much people take that for granted, because you have a guy like CJ Crone, who is a horrible defensive first baseman who can't pick a ball out of the dirt to save his life.
Right.
And you really remember that is such a tough play, but major leaguers besides CJ Crone make it look so easy. So Max Muncy, stud of the week, the whole team's just full of studs. The Dodgers went a perfect 4-0 this past week, swept the Washington
Nationals. Zach McKinstry. Let's talk about something that I feel okay with.
Dude, he is so goddamn fun to watch. It's insane. And it's really cool because
I like
everyone
that the Drummond too short thing too.
yeah, they I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter have been getting, some Zach McKinstry jerseys, which is neat because you obviously have to get them custom right now, not for too much longer. I feel like not for too much longer, but on Sunday, Dodgers won 3-0. He had all 3 RBIs, had an RBI double, 2-run home run. His first real big league home run, I guess you could say. It did go over the wall, which he's not accustomed to.
You think we should probably hit him up like, hey Zach, like, listen, I think you should give us, like, I guess your first home run ball should probably be for your mom. I get it, but we should be number 2. Like, we should get the second one.
I mean, dude, he'll probably see me out there in the next couple weeks at games and be like, I remember that guy. Probably not. He probably has no idea who he is or who we are.
Who the fuck is that? What the hell is even that?
Yeah, but also, dude, he looks good out in the outfield too. When I saw that he was going to be, when I saw that he was going to be playing out in the outfield, I wasn't too sure, but he looks pretty sure of himself out there. So big ups to Zach McKinstry. The Dodgers also. Can you pay attention to me?
No,
the Padres are going to lose. They're down 5-1.
I understand that. But Forever Giant Chris Stratton is pitching for the Pirates right now, and it's the 9th. And I thought, because Chris Stratton was a starter, and I noticed it for a second, and I said, "Holy shit, is he about to throw a complete game?" But no. They're using him as like a reliever now. So he's because I look 5 pitches. So that's I'm sorry, I had to look. It's like a chocolate cake. I gotta smell it.
One look. Like a little bit. Dodgers also in the young season, 3 shutouts in 11 games. And I will excuse me. I think I'm gonna maybe have to eat crow on the Trevor Bauer prediction. I know it's only 3 games, but dude, he looks fucking great. He looks so good. And I forgot the stat line, but if you take the first 6 innings from all 3 of his starts and just take out the 7th, he's only given up like 3 hits in 3 starts. And last night he made it through the 7th. He looked great. He's getting free jumbo jacks for the Dodgers every time he's starting. I mean, he just looks damn good. So if I'm wrong on that prediction, I'll gladly take the punishment. I'll be totally okay with that. I mean, dude, he just looks hungry.
You're putting wax on your freaking nipple hair, dude.
Oh, dude, I'll do both of them. I'll do both of them same time for my boy Trev. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say. I mean, the Dodgers just had a great week. It was only 4 games. I believe yesterday marks, or 2 days ago when you're watching this, Dodgers are going to have the longest stretch of games without an off day, I believe. I believe we play 14 in a row, so super excited for that. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Cody Bellinger comes back from the IL.
But yeah, we're really excited.
Yeah, I'm super. Dude, having 2, what did we have? An off day Thursday and then an off day Monday? That shit sucked.
Yeah, I hated it, dude. Like, you wait so long for this shit, and then to have 2 off days like in a week, especially because like Thursday was my day off, and both teams were off. It's like, what do I do with my life now? Like, I don't understand it.
And all these other teams are getting double headers every day, it seems like, and kind of jelly, but it is what it is. Yeah, Dodgers have to finish off the series with the Rockies. Hopefully we can get a series win. Then we're playing San Diego, which I think is going to be the first real test, but more so, I just want the Dodgers to shut them down so bad, to just shut all these Padre fans up. So, and then we got a couple game series against the Mariners. So looking forward to a complete week of Dodger baseball and going in perfect 7-0, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, back to what you were saying about the predictions, I think there's a couple of them that I'm really worried about, especially my prediction about Bumgarner with how his start is. But he's going to turn around. It's going to be good things.
Yeah, all guys are only hitting like 350 off him, but he looks great.
All right. Well, obviously, when we're done talking about teams, you know what time it is. It is Fuck You of the Week time, brought to you by Farhan. Fuck that guy, and you can quote me on that.
for this week, there wasn't really much out there, but I will say, I don't know if I want to say fuck you of the week. It's more of an irritation of the week.
Hey, fuck you, bro.
Bally Sports has now replaced all Fox Sports affiliates, and they're whatever, I forget what the actual name is, but the score box on the bottom of the screen bugs the hell out of me. I hate how the outs are illuminated, how it's not yellow. It looks like shit. So Bally Sports, get your shit together. Maybe, Fox Sports was successful for a long time. Maybe just take that from them. Okay. Disney is ruining everything. Bally is affiliated with Disney. So let's
get it when I got my Coco shit on, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So
Viva
fuck Bally Sports. And you can quote me on that.
Yeah, that was definitely reached because it's just a good week of baseball. We're just a couple of happy dudes who watch good teams play baseball. So we did have to stretch a little bit of a reach, but you know what? That's what we're here for. We're here to reach and over exaggerate and get overexcited and be over downer on whatever it needs to be. Like one thing that I've been wanting to talk about for like the past 3 weeks, really quick before we close out. I am so sick of the joke, the attendance joke. We've heard it in 2020, and people have made it about the Marlins, the Rays, the Rangers all the time. Oh, they're not going to have any fans in the seats. Oh, that's just like a regular Rangers game. First one, that's kind of funny. But when it's about like a bunch of teams and you keep saying it, I'm so like at this point I'm just annoyed with it. So I'm excited that fans are getting allowed into the stands to where that joke can just shut up and get the fuck out of my life.
God, that you really are reaching.
That's something I've been feeling. That's something I've been feeling for weeks now. I've been wanting to bring it up, but I keep forgetting.
Man,
that wasn't even a reach. That's just something that's what hangs
also
out
just
here.
A reminder, the Rangers are letting in like, what is it, 300,000 people into their games every fucking night because everyone's stacked on top of each other without masks, spitting in each other's mouths or whatever they're doing. So
just a beer fountains in each other's mouths and shit.
Yeah, dude, that's how you achieve herd immunity, I guess. I don't know. I think that's what their governor is implementing instead of vaccines. You just spit in each other's mouths and see what happens. Speaking of which, coming up for the Dodgers this week, we're recording this Wednesday night. Dodger game is just about to get underway. So the Dodgers have 2 more games against the Rockies. Then we got the weekend series against the Padres. Then we finish out the week Monday and Tuesday with a quick trip to Seattle. As always, just looking for series wins in Seattle because it's a 2-game series split, whatever. But yeah, Dodgers just need to keep winning series, keep playing baseball the way they're playing, and they're going to probably stay atop that NL West the rest of the season. Isn't that right, Jesse?
Unfortunately,
you just said yes.
I was actually going to click over to the Dodger game right now, but I forgot to pay for my legal app that lets me have regular channels. So it's back to the for the last 2 seconds of the podcast, it's back to the White Sox game. So yes, next week, really excited not excited at all actually, because the Giants have an off day tomorrow, which sucks. They play they're gonna have 6 games next week again. It's gonna be 3 in Miami and 3 in Philly. I know what a lot of people think. Oh, we should easily either sweep or win the series in Miami, and then hopefully win, or at least get a hopefully win a series, or at least win 1 game in Philly. The only problem is with Miami, the Giants historically do terrible against the Marlins. I understand the Marlins are not a good team right now, but it is a little scary. So I'm going to hope for a 500 road trip, meaning they win a series and lose a series. I think that's more realistic. Obviously, I'm hoping for better, but that's my prediction. They're going to go 500 on this road trip, and then come back home. Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
But we always find out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This episode, as always, was brought to you by Renovation Candle Company, where summer candles are coming soon. Summer candles are releasing April 30th. Mark your calendars. Follow them on Instagram. They're doing summer giveaways where you can get free candles. Go ahead, check it out.
Yeah, Renovation Candle Company. They're just like the San Francisco Giants, as if the playoffs, their summer catalog, we're coming. They're coming. Coming. It's gonna
They
happen.
are nothing like the San Francisco Giants.
They're just like, to the T, the San Francisco Giants. They're coming. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting platform and on YouTube. Hey, I know you probably have a couple of YouTube things that you've had over the past couple of years. Log into all of them, hit a little subscribe, help us grow, right? Help us. Let's do this together. Follow us on Instagram, Benches Cleared Podcast, Twitter, Benches Cleared P, TikTok, Benches Cleared. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week, baby. Fuck Aubrey Huff. We haven't done that in a while.
Help us grow the game. Help us grow our podcast. Move the mound back a foot. Let's do it. Together, we can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it.
You can be it. Thank you guys. See you next week.